Want to welcome in former New Jersey Superior Court Judge. For more on that, Andrew Napolitano. Judge, great to see you. The Trump team wanted a summary judgment. Sounds like they got it. What do you make of this?
All right, so this is a special court that sits in New York City to try commercial disputes. Juries are not involved, so the same judge who ruled yesterday is effectively the judge and the jury. The government argued that the Trump organization, specifically the former president and his 3 adult children, so grossly inflated, overstated the value of their assets in order to get higher loans, and then understated the value of their assets, the same assets, in order to pay lower taxes, that they actually earned more money than they should have. So under a statute that allows the Attorney General of the state of New York to bring these lawsuits, even though, as you quite correctly stated, Rob, the banks were paid back, the insurance companies didn't have any major losses. As Donald Trump has said, nobody lost a nickel.
Right.
Nevertheless, this statute allows the Attorney General to sue people who have engaged in repeated acts of fraud, whether anyone lost money or not. Now, what is she looking for? The Attorney General is looking for disgorgement, a taking away from the Trump organization of the profits they earned in the years under scrutiny. And that number is a huge number.
Yeah.
It's $250 million. She's also looking for the court to take away the Trump organization's license to do business. And the court did that yesterday in a limited respect. This could have a dramatic effect on New York City real estate, on the New York City real estate development community, and on the hundreds and hundreds of people employed by the Trump organization.
This just proves to me, you're the judge, but to me, this is just such a bogus case. Summary judgment, I thought the judge could throw this thing out yesterday. Of course, maybe not in New York, but the prosecution is basically asserting that fraud is fraud, even when nobody lost money, when people actually made money and nobody was hurt. I guess from just you're looking at it from 10,000 feet. I'm looking at it at right ground level. If you're selling your house, you're going to ask for more money, right? You look at Zillow, maybe it's worth $500,000. You're going to ask $650. You're not going to ask for less, right? You're not going to say, oh, Zillow has it at $500. Why don't we ask for $350? That's the point of getting real estate. You inflate the value, right? See if you get it.
Everybody, that's actually, Rob, very, very nicely put, Counselor. That was Trump's
there's a
defense.
sucker born every day. Maybe somebody buys it at $650. I'd be thrilled, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So Trump's defense was, we are dealing with Deutsche Bank, one of the largest banks in the world. They have their own appraisers. We're dealing with a huge insurance company. They have their own
appraisers too. Yeah.
Correct.
Judge, we're almost out of time, so I want to move you along. I could talk to you all day. I literally have 6 questions. I got to pick my favorite one right now. All right, let's go to Fulton County, Georgia. Yesterday, we learned the identities of these jurors are all going to be kept secret. Why is that?
I was never in favor of that myself, because the Constitution entitles you to know who your judges are. But apparently, the government has persuaded the judge in this case that there might be danger to the jurors, not from Donald Trump or any of the defendants, but from supporters of the former president. And in support of that argument, the government produced threats that were made by members of the public on the grand jurors that indicted the former president. So one of the things that judges will do is, okay, it's juror number 1. We're not going to say what this person's name is or where they work or what their age is or where they were born or where they live. They're just known as juror number 1 to protect the safety of the jurors. It sometimes gives the juries the impression, here's why I didn't like doing it when I was on the bench, that the defendants are bad guys or are dangerous. And that is fundamentally unfair to the defendants. Who? Donald Trump, Bob Menendez, they're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, absolutely. Judge, we'll have you back. So much more to cover. Appreciate you breaking that down. Good to see you, as always. Judge Andrew Napolitano with us.
Pleasure, Rob.